Search, rescue, recovery, that still continues, getting a little bit better weather today to do so as you take a live look there. We'll check in now with correspondent Jason Mattera, live in Kerrville, Texas, with the very latest. Jason.
Good morning, Sean and Emma. And yeah, just to hear you recount those stories, I have kids around the same age as those who were lost, and it really is heartbreaking. And clinging to faith is something that is inspiring to hear during these moments. And I want to just give you a live look at what's happening here in Kerrville, because it's one thing to read about it. It is another thing to see it in person, the absolute devastation. So this is right here, the Guadalupe River part of it. And you can see these trees. According to one neighbor, some of them are hundreds of years old, and they are ripped from the ground like twigs. This, prior to the storm on July 4th, was it served as a canopy. There's a walkway where I'm on right now, and you couldn't see from one side to the next. And now that is completely gone. You talk to neighbors, and they're just absolutely heartbroken at what they see, the absolute violence and devastation. The water just acting like a battering ram. So if you look at these trees, I mean, look at some of these roots just pulled up again, and removed like it was just driftwood. So the folks at Camp Mystic, those in the county of Kerr County and Kerrville in particular, having to fight against this type of violence and devastation just puts into perspective what people are dealing with. We have more than 100 people who are confirmed dead, most of them in Kerr County, though there's still dozens of people, even more, who are unaccounted for, especially in these camping areas. And we talked to one resident right before this hit, and he said there is a siren here in Kerrville. It didn't go off. They did get alerts to his phone, but he said he gets alerts all the time. So he's getting alerts all the time, and it's almost like they didn't expect how devastating this would be. The Guadalupe River, on average, is during normal times, is about 3 feet deep, only 3 feet deep. And yet at the peak, it rose to 38 feet. It rose 26 feet in 45 minutes. That just gives you a type of perspective. And it happened in pre-dawn hours, you know, when people are sleeping. So the level of escape or moving to high ground just made it a lot challenging because of the time and because of the ferocity of the storm. So, and even residents are upset too to hear folks in Washington, D.C. trying to score political points. You know, they're still recovering. Now it's a recovery. It's not, you know, people are hoping for a rescue, but it's largely a recovery mission at this point. So they're still pulling bodies from this wreckage. And you have folks in Washington, D.C. blaming Donald Trump as though he could have waved his hand and stopped this from happening. There will be an investigation. There will be an investigation to see what type of preparedness needs to happen next time to get people to a safe height to avoid this type of destruction. But the residents you talk to, they're like, let that investigation happen out naturally after the recovery, after debris is removed, after people are grieving and still trying to find loved ones, hoping for the best news against all odds. So that is just what we're dealing with here on the ground. There's going to be an update from the Kerr County Sheriff around 10 a.m. Central Time. So we'll keep you posted throughout the day on what we learn here on the ground. Sean, Emma, back to you.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is NEWSMAX. It's real news for real people.